Hey guys, Joe at Small Home Off Grid Prepping. Welcome to the channel. So yeah, when I left off last time on the second video of all this, I told you guys I was going to bury the feeder pipes, the two of them. One that feeds the transfer panel, one that feeds the transfer switch. And you see here I got all the wires here all done. We've buried the trench, filled the trench back in, and I told you guys I wasn't going to film the trench, just to save some time, not waste some time here. Wait till the end of the video, click the end screen video when we put in this over here. This is from the inverter, the power inverter, so it feeds with the interlock kit. When we put that in, I showed you guys how to dig a trench and bury the pipe correctly, 18 inches from the top and all that. But so yeah, we didn't film that, but like I said, we have it all done. We have the feeders coming in from the transfer switch over here, and then we have the feeders right over here from the panel. So this will be connected to a 30 amp breaker up inside of here, and then we'll land the neutral on the ground, and then it'll all be connected. There is one thing, I'm going to address this on the next video. This is going to be the last video. This will be all finished and completed today, but then in about 3 weeks, we have a couple of things going on with our businesses that we're going to be a little tied up on. We're actually trying to go international, and it's taking up a lot of our time. So it's going to be probably about the first week of October before I can get back to making a video on this. We are going to have a couple videos that are pre-recorded that we'll release, just so there's something going on out there. But guys, pay close attention. There's something in this panel that is not correct. But if you're someone who knows electric a little bit, it appears to be incorrect, okay? But it's not. So I'm doing a little test at you guys here, and I'll address it on the next video, so just pay attention. So yeah, just take a close look. Something here looks to be incorrect, but it's not. And I will help you out. It's not this. This is correct. This is fine. Jumping this over here. That's not what it is. So something appears to be incorrect, but it's not. So take a shot, guys. Like I said, comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll address it on the next video that I make, which will be about the first week of October. Like I said, a couple more will come out from there. So what we need to do now is I need to land the neutral and the feeder up over here. And something else I want to show you guys here. You see here when I was using this as a temporary power, this was a knockout. It's a 1-inch knockout. I don't have a 1-inch KO seal. I probably will just pick one up one day. But so how do you get around that? I have to fill this hole in so water don't get into it. So these are called reducing washers right over here. And this is 3/4 inch to or 1 inch to 3/4. So this will go right over here, and it reduces the hole. But you can't. It just slides off, right? If you don't. So you have to have two of them. This one I already put the KO seal in over here. So then the KO seal will go in over here, and then this other one will pop over, and it snaps in with the KO seal right over there, and then you just bend the tabs and all that. So yeah, I'll show you guys when that's all done. So I need to land the feeders over here, and now you see over here we have all these wires over here. So what we need to do is we're going to need to take off the hots and the neutrals, okay, for the breakers that I'm using, and not the neutral coming from the breaker to the bus bar over here, but the actual neutrals coming up from over here. So I'm going to have to trace them. I'm going to have to take the wire off here, the hot, and then follow it back up to there and locate where the neutral is up over there, and those are going to get spliced into the hots and the neutrals along over here. And you guys remember I did tape these off, like you see here, one green, one red, and don't mind my dirty hands. I just finished the trench. I've been working out here, and it's Florida. It's been close to 100 degrees already. It's still fairly early. So yeah, I got to connect those and put all those together, and so then connect the and disconnect the transfer switch. So let me show you that real quick. Okay, so yeah, on the last video we had this all completed. We just left the feeders over here that are going to run back to the panel, right along over here, the hot and the neutral, and then we have the same thing. These are the feeders over here that are coming in from the panel, and these are the ones that are going back to the transfer panel right over here. And this is only 30 amps, so you guys are probably saying, why did he use number 6 wire? Well, 2 reasons. One really didn't play a factor, but if I ever want to upgrade this in the future to 50 amps, I'm already pre-wired for that. So it's already there. But that's not the reason I did this. The reason I did this is because I have a lot of number 6 wire. I have a lot of number 8 wire, so I eventually did run out of number 10. This was all done in number 10. Instead of going out and buying, a bunch of number 10, because those runs that I just ran about 50 feet each, by the time you go up and down, there's 4 of them, that's 200 feet of wire. When I have more than 200 feet of number 6 and number 8 and all that. So I decided to use number 6 and number 8 for these feeders. So that's the only reason you guys see these are so much thicker, because I had it. So yeah, like I said, what I'm going to have to do is these wires all here will be connected together right down in here, and then these two feeders will come up into here into the disconnect. So I'm going to go ahead and connect all these wires. You see everything's done. We got our bushings in here. 1/2 inch, I always use bushings, you guys see, but for 1/2 inch you don't have to have bushings. Code doesn't require it for a 1/2 inch. I always like them because you see how nice and neat it looks finished off, but these two hit, so I just couldn't get the bushing on right over here. Barely got the lock nut on, but I did get the lock nut on. So yeah, like I said, I'm not super happy about that, but it's still the code. It's still correct. So I'm going to start connecting all these wires, and as I'm doing these, little by little here, I'll jump in and show you guys. Alright, so you see we got this part all done. Everything's connected here. All my line coming in, going to the transfer panel, all that's done. This is done. So at this point here on the solar side, this is 100% done. It's got power running to the transfer panel. I'll show you guys here in a quick second. So the solar side is completely done. So now we need to go finish connecting the main panel that's going to feed the main utility power into the same. So let me show you real quick the other panel where we're at. Okay, so you see the neutral's connected here. We came up from the bottom right over here and connected the neutral, landed it right over here. This is all live, so I'm going to be careful not to touch it. This is the hot right over here. So as you see here, we're going to stick this lead over here. If I can do this, I'm going to be able to do that. All right, and it didn't work. Hang on, let me reposition this stuff here. Okay, I filmed these things one hand, so it makes it a little difficult. I just hit the neutral right at the top over there. So we're going to now touch this over to here. And as you see on the meter, we are reading 122.3. So this is coming directly from the solar power inverter. We have not connected the main panel yet over to this. We've only connected the solar here. So, but you see on the solar side, once I connect this feeder over here to this 30 amp breaker here, this panel is entire live. That's a solar. That's going to be the solar part. So when the circuits are transferred here, everything you see will run strictly on solar. The transfer switch switches over once I have that connected, and it runs on utility power. So these feeders over here, like I said, depends on what the transfer switch wants to do. If we have normal power, then everything's fine. We're on normal power. If the power goes out for any reason, whatever, then it automatically will switch over to the solar here. So that's what we're on right now. This is solar right now, and like you see over here, we are reading. Where does it go? There you go, 122. All right, so I'm going to start connecting all this over here. Like I said, I got to put a 30 amp breaker in here, and that's going to feed the other side of the transfer switch, and then all these circuits are going to get connected over into here. They're all pulled through already, so I just got to undo these. And what I'm going to have to do is I have to undo on these arc faults the hot and the neutral, but not the neutral that actually comes out from the breaker over here and connects to the bus bar that you see over here. Not this little pigtail, these little pigtails like this one right here, not that one. I have to take the hot off of the arc fault right over here, and then, like I said before, follow that up over to there. So I'm going to start working on that, and when I get that pretty well finished or somewhere along the inside of it, then I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, so we're done. This is live. You look over here, we've transferred all the circuits, and you see all the breakers that are turned off here. These are circuits that are no longer in this panel that I've transferred over to this panel over here, with the exception, you see there's no wire connected to this one here. That's a dummy breaker, just a filler. But this is all live. Let's put my meter on, get the meter on, so let me show you guys here. So we've transferred all the lighting circuits, refrigerator, security system, TV, internet, receptacles, basically everything except the heavier stuff. I didn't transfer the microwave because I have a smaller microwave that I'd use, in an emergency situation. So yeah, like I said, TV lights, security system, all that stuff, bathroom lights, the whole thing. So basically the whole house, refrigerator, that's all on. So just take this here and this here and connect those two. And as you see here, we have 122. So this panel is live with 122 volts, and it's the same with every one of these here. If I check this one over here, it's the same thing. You have your hot, and we have, this is all difficult with one hand. Okay, so hot and neutral connected over there, and here you go, 122. So this whole panel's live, everything's working here. When I transfer the circuits, like I said, I was thinking for some reason I had more, so it was a little bit easier. I didn't have to trace the neutrals because all the neutrals were arc faults already in the arc faults. The only ones I have to trace up there are the ones that aren't arc faulted. But I only had one I didn't arc fault. I don't know why I was thinking I had more, but as you see here, we just extend the circuit. So the wires that we pulled up over here, which are your wires coming in over here, have now the hots and neutrals being connected over here. So we've moved the hots, we've moved the neutrals. Over here you see I put a 30 amp breaker in over here. So yeah, this is all done, this is all live, everything's working. It's all good to go. So that is your transfer panel. Now let's go over to the transfer switch and show you that over there one more time. Okay, so yeah, you see we're on utility power, and you see the green light is on over here. So the green light is power from the power company. So then when the power goes off, let's just say that this is a power outage over here. So when the power goes off, you see that green light went off. That's it. Now when this thing comes back on, your points just swapped over. So we would be on solar. There's no power, and we would be on solar right over here. The points, you see, they snap back into this here. So now you watch and you see the power. I'll plug this back in and the power came back on, we'll say. Okay, so watch, it takes 30 seconds. I'm going to cut probably about 20-25 off out of this here so you guys just see what happens when it comes on. Okay, so you see it just came on and you heard the click. The contactors just pulled in because I put the power back on. So that's what would happen. When the power is on, this is how it's going to be, just like this. If the power goes off, the points will automatically snap back in, you know, back this way over here, and that will relay the solar over there. So I leave the solar on standby, and that's it. So everything's in, everything's good, everything's working. And you know, that's it. You see here I still have the ground I have to connect over here. It's just going to go into the bar right over here. But other than that, this is completely done and installed and working perfect here. Like I said, guys, I'm going to do another video. This was the final one here. You see how this all works, how everything's going here, the transfer switch, how you move the circuits, you know, the inverter, when we had the last time I showed you the solar power through the inverter, and I did again this morning. This is all good. It's all working. It's all perfect. So, like I said, if I'm home and the power's on and everything's fine, or I'm not home, power's on, everything's fine, whatever, this is how it operates. That little green light will be on, everything's good. If the power goes off for any reason, then those points will automatically snap over. The solar's on, so it only transfers the power. So it's a transfer of power. So this over here, these two wires over here, these are going to the transfer panel, okay? These wires over here are coming from the solar, and these two wires over here are coming from the power company. So that's it, just the position, how it is. So yeah, like I said, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video probably about the first week of October, because like I said, we're, you guys know we have e-commerce businesses. We sell these. We sell a lot of different things, a lot of solar-related stuff, a lot of solar generators. My wife has V's Cooking with Love, which is a lot of cool gadgets. It's actually working out to be quite popular with, you know, little gadgets people like. I'll include a link down here. The easiest way is to go to our website, because we have so many different places now. I mean, like I said, we carry central air conditioning, you know, solar inverter air conditioners, you know, regular air conditioners, the whole thing, whole grid-tied systems, all that. So easiest way is go to our website, and you guys can see everything that's on the website, and then just you look at the picture. There's a link right there. Just click the link if you like that picture and want to see more, and it takes you to the correct store. So yeah, like I said, in the meantime, I'm going to put out a couple other quicker videos that we'll just release. You know, they're going to be pre-made. I'll make them later on this afternoon, and we'll just release them a couple. I'll do a generator comparison between two different generators that we have on our site. So anyways, guys, that's it. You guys have a great day, and again, we'll see you on the next one.